On Saturday night, Diego Magdaleno takes on Isaac Cruz in a lightweight elimination contest on Saturday night. What's happening, Diego?
Hey man, I'm just hanging out doing my thing. I think this is one of the best things that they can offer other than, the exercise room and food, but like just the sheer quietness and like non-exposure to the outside world, I think is great. I'm taking it in, I'm relaxing, I'm meditating. I'm like I'm in my element right now. Everything that I'm doing leading up to this fight is just been relax and get in the ring at pure fuego. You know what I mean? This is like the best thing for me. I think it's great.
I mean, I've been around boxing 20 years, and you have to be the most, you have to be the happiest guy I've ever seen 24 hours before weighing in.
I really am. It's the nature of where I am in my life. I am very, very uh I guess at peace with myself. I've done so much in boxing. I've had a great career. And like, which other fighters do you know that can tell you, hey, I was out the first time I tried, I had a crack at a world title. It was this close. The second time, man, blew out the water, whatever. But like, here I am again. You know what I mean? Persistence is beautiful. For
It,
all the fighters out there, don't quit on yourself. Do not give up. I've come across so many people, so many doubters, so many negative responses, but here I am.
you,
Here I am again. At
you,
an world title eliminator, world title. I'm back on top of the world again. Like,
it's amazing. Not to interrupt you. It's amazing. One of the questions when preparing for this interview, I mean, you could have gone south after the Flanagan fight, which I was actually with you in England because I was working with John Thompson that night, who
right.
fought Liam Smith. So I actually got a
Okay.
chance to spend a little bit of time with you that week. It could have gone the other way. It could have gone the other way after the Lopez fight. But this attitude is incredible. I mean, is that just because the win over Dulé is kind of rejuvenated you a little bit?
It has to. I mean, it's that. It's the surroundings too. It's the people I'm with. You know what I mean? Shannon Torres. It's been a great friend. A lot. Throughout my years in boxing. She's also my fiance now. She's worked with me as my nutritionist, a mentor. I mean, she's a great person. That's where it started. And then I got back with Bones. Bones has always been a longtime friend. These are real close ties, real family, real people that I know from boxing. It's my boxing family. These are the people who know me personally, who can kind of get me out of a funk, the ones who actually really care about me. They care about me as a person, not me as an image. That's the difference. And most fighters get sucked up into that image. The likes, the followers, the attention. It's all for other people.
Yeah.
No, these people are for me, for my
Yeah.
personal. Like, I'm human. They look at me as human, not as a prize or something to walk around with. And
So
that's what I'm surrounding myself with.
they're your people, whether you're fighting on a major pay per view or just sitting at home, drinking
Yeah,
a soda on a Sunday.
whether I'm in the gym or in the office, doing real estate, because that's what I do when I'm in Vegas. I've been doing that for almost 2 years now, and
Mm-hmm.
and they don't treat me any different. It's not Diego the boxer. It's not Diego the real estate agent. It's just Diego. You know, it's Diego the person. I'm a human being, and I think what COVID has brought to me was knowing who I am and knowing who other people are. Really finding out what you are when you have nothing.
That's a
That's the
great
big.
way. And that's tremendous. And we have a guy who's watching. Steve Casper says great perspective on life and in boxing. So I mean, there you go. Your comments are touching people even watching this. So
It's
that's
it's great. It's great, and I'm happy to share that message with everyone, with fans, with people who don't know me. Get to know me. Get to know me.
Well, we're here to talk a little boxing. So we're 48 hours away from a big fight on Saturday night, and
Oh.
with this great attitude against Isaac Cruz, to talk about this fight on Saturday night.
Well, they set me up with another young, hungry fighter who really hasn't had the experience that I have. Um, but I mean, he's gonna come out swinging. From what I know, just being around in boxing is you look at his record, you size him up, and it kind of tells you everything that they got going on. You know that he's got power. Look at his record, right? But who has he fought? The only name that everyone talks about is the Matisse name, who I'm not too big on. I don't know too much about him as far as looking that far and like who is he? You know what I mean? The guy I've been in the ring with that everyone calls a monster is Teofimo Lopez. He's on top of the world and he's the guy to beat right now. He has all and I went in there on my worst day and gave him 7 rounds. How about that? A world champion got in there with him and lost his belt to him in just 2 rounds.
Yeah.
How's that for you? You know what I mean? So going in there, I think this Saturday is a chance to where I can prove I'm a monster. You know what I mean? I had 2 people in my training camp, and that's Shannon Torres again, who does my nutrition, and Coach Bones Adams. And I feel like what they did was they took me into the lab, laid me on the table, and they take a one good look at my heart, and they don't touch it because they know I have heart. Balls of steel, I have that too. So what they did was they worked on my mechanics, and they tweaked a couple of things, and here I am back in the winner circle, back on top of the world, feeling great, and I'm gonna let loose and show how big of a monster I am on Halloween night. You know what I mean? Frankenstein is gonna wake up, get in the ring, and go to war. That's what I plan on doing.
And just to tell you how small this boxing world is, like I said, I was with you. For your fight in England, work with another fighter. I actually worked Isaac Cruz's fight in Philadelphia against Matisse, and I noticed he isn't the tallest lightweight in the world. And I'm sure you admit you're not the biggest lightweight either. How does it feel to kind of get in with a guy closer to your size?
Well, I mean, yesterday I met him he was across, he was 6 feet away from me. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he is short. He is, in fact, the shortest opponent I've ever fought.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that is you go back to school. You know what I mean? You don't try to overthink everything. It's
Mm-hmm.
you know it's science. You go in there and you use what you naturally have available to you. I have reach right off the start. I'm gonna have to start using my reach, use my jab, long shots, dance around them. I know how to dance and move in the ring. I also know how to fight. I will fight when I'm ready to fight, when given the moment. There's something for everything. The plan that we have is go out there and remain smart. Be smart from the get-go. Things are going to happen. You have to make those slight adjustments, and that's what I'm talking about. Slight adjustments make big things in boxing. So
And that
that's what I'm doing.
And that kind of goes into my next question. Obviously, you mentioned the fights that you've been in with all kinds of quote A-listers. How much does experience play into this thing on Saturday night for you?
Oh, it plays a lot because I've seen it. You know what I mean? From a person who gets a preview of what they're getting into, rather than someone who goes in there with a blindfold and then it's like, okay, you're up. It's two different outcomes, and I am ready. I've seen it. I've seen everything. I've been exposed to it. I think it only helps me, and like I said, yeah, I have the advantage. I have the advantage. I feel even fighting here in Texas, I've been here before many times. I feel home court advantage. I'm fighting in the States. I'm fighting on my soil. I'm fighting in front of my crowd. Uh, I think everyone forgets that I am Mexican. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They announce it. I'm fighting a Mexican. Well, who the hell am I? I am Mexican. Magdaleno's my last name, and I'm damn proud of it. You know what I mean? It took my dad 7 tries to get it to make it to the United States so that I can have this opportunity to fight for my country. You know what I mean? I love where
Mhm.
I'm at. I know where I come from. I know where I'm at, but I know where I come from. You know, my roots are in Mexico,
I'll tell you
and
what.
to fight here with these fans of Tejanos who are the same thing. You know, their ancestors all Mexican. They come in and they're living in Texas. You know, that's why they're proud of where they're from. You know what I mean? I'm so proud of where I'm from, without a doubt. Without a doubt, I am proud of where I'm from and where I come from and who my people are. So getting in that fight on Saturday, I'm going to represent for all of
I,
us as a whole.
I'll tell you what. If this boxing thing doesn't work out and the real estate thing doesn't work, I think you have a career motivational speaking.
I'm down for it because I've done it before. I've done it for my high school. I've done it for my elementary school. I get, they call me back for career day. It's something that I'm passionate for. I'm so
That's terrific.
for it. I'm speaking the truth and I'm speaking from what I know and from my heart. That's why it's.
That's terrific. Obviously, you mentioned Teofimo Lopez a couple weeks ago, kind of shook up the lightweight division. The main event, lightweight titles are on the line in that fight. With a win, where do you fit in there? I know it's an eliminator. Do you feel maybe you get the winner of the main event if things play out that way on Saturday night?
I mean, I would love to. That is what I'm looking forward to. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be, correct?
Yes.
IBF title eliminator. The winner fights for the IBF title. Who holds the I? I mean, it only makes sense. You know,
Uh,
they can call him what they want, but he didn't kill me. I'm here. I'm right on his tail again, knocking on that same door. Why wouldn't they give me a shot? Why wouldn't they?
do you have? I mean, I know you're talking. I don't know if you're talking about Lopez, but do you have?
Oh, I'm talking about Lopez for sure.
I know that fight got a little bit personal, kind of, maybe some of the things that maybe may happen before, during, after the fight. Is that the
You know,
motivation for that?
why? Because he's so caught up with the fans. He won the fight, but he lost the audience. A lot of people hate him for the things that he was doing and for what he was saying. His father too. His father had a lot to do with that. You know what I mean? People just want a humble person. They don't want all the drama and all the nonsense, all the lying, all the attention. You know, that's for kids. I'm an adult. I don't play that. I get in the ring and I do my job. I'm not downing anyone. I'm not downing anyone. I don't go below the belt. I don't do that. And he did, and everyone saw that, and they beat him up for that. The fans did not like that, and he took that home, and that didn't sit well with him.
If not him, and obviously, political with who's aligned with what promotion, whatever. Obviously, like I said before, the main event, there's lightweight titles on the line with Davis and Santa Cruz. Would you have a preference, and who do you like in that fight?
The way I see it, because of the weight. Okay, I'm just talking about the weight. At 130, I think Gervonta Davis he's too big of an animal for that weight class now. He's outgrown it. He really has. And I see Leo Santa Cruz going in there with no excuses. You know, he that's a weight that he could fight strong at. So I think he's gonna persevere in that fight. I think if Gervonta doesn't look for a way out as far as coming in overweight and getting away with it, I don't see him. You know, if he doesn't win in the first 5, 6 rounds, then Leo has the upset. You know, Leo's gonna come in and smoke him away. I would love to get in the ring with either guy. To be honest, at 135, I'm a threat to both of them.
See,
Gervonta, I figured is the number. You know, at 135 with the Leo Santa Cruz, I think I'm more form fitting at the weight class than he is. I think it's too big for him. I'm not sure how well he'll fit into the 135 package. I've owned that weight class for a long time, so I think I'd be too much for Leo Santa Cruz at 35. But for Gervonta Davis, you know what I mean? I look at him and I see just danger in the first half of the fight. After that, you take him into deep water. We saw what happened with him and an older the Cuban
Gamboa.
fighter, uh,
Gamboa.
Gamboa. Yeah, he went on control after, in the second half of the fight because he knew he couldn't take him out. And this guy was in there with an injury. He was in there with, he wasn't, he didn't go in there 100%.
Yeah.
You get like me in there in front of him, I'm going to take him in deep water. I'm going to drown his ass in there.
So it seems like you believe that Santa Cruz is very live in this fight. That's what it sounds like from your
yes.
analysis.
Oh yes, take nothing away from that guy. Take nothing away from that guy.
Question from Steve Casper. I guess I don't know if you've seen him around the hotel or not. He goes, "What do you think Davis can make the weight?"
Yeah, see, it's always on someone's mind because it's see, everyone thinks it's just one weight class. It's 5 more pounds off of the weight class that you already couldn't make. You had issues with at 35.
Yeah, that's
and then you come down 5 more. It's almost impossible for you to reach that. It's tough. It's tough. And coming down from where he's come from is it's immense, and it's taxing on your body. I don't care how young you are. Age is not a factor.
correct.
Age is, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter how old you are when you're trying to squeeze that into a body. Squeeze, ounce every. You drain your body. You're killing yourself. You have to go in there. It's a 12-round fight. This is tough.
It almost seems like, and again, I want to get back to your fight. It almost seems like the weigh-in tomorrow is going to have almost as much drama as the fight, possibly. Because that's what everyone's waiting for.
Speaking from experience, yeah.
So just last couple of questions here. What do you want to say to the fans out there, before we see you in the ring live on pay-per-view, Saturday Night Live from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, when you're the leadoff batter taking on Isaac Cruz in a lightweight elimination bout?
This is going to be a great show. I'm happy to be the opener. To be honest, I'm happy I'm the first out there. Let me go. Open that cage door and just let me run out there. I want to get out there and do my thing. I am happy. I'm in a good piece of place. I'm everything just worked out in the right way for me. I started this year off with a nice boom, in under conditions of fighting in Nashville against the guy.
Yeah.
The guy in Nashville who brought the crowd. They were for him. The fans were there for him. And right after round 3, the people started changing their minds and going against him, and that energy was what fueled me. Now I'm back here in
Rocky Drago
with a crowd. I'm fighting with a crowd who are for me. You know what I mean? So that amps me up, and it gets me more motivated and hyped up to get back in the ring and to show people that Fuego is here. Fuego is here to prove everyone wrong once again. To go out there and show that I can do it. That I am amazing. I am great. I am the one to beat. I am that knight in shining armor. That I'm coming out to play.
And last question, where do we see you on social media? For the fans who want to wish you luck, drop you a line, or after you win this fight on Saturday night, congratulate you. How can they find you?
Oh, I'm all over social media. Facebook, just Diego Magdaleno. On Instagram, it's _2Fuego. And then on Twitter, it's @Fuego.
There you have it. I work with a lot of fighters. I don't want to get near them 24 hours before a weigh, and you're the happiest guy I've ever seen 24 hours before a weigh, and that's you must have eaten today.
Oh, I definitely did. You know what I mean? It's something that I'm telling you, I don't have a posse around me. I have 2 people who care for me around me, and that's all you need. At the end of the day, you just need people who really, really care for you. I trust the people in my corner. I trust them with my life. That's how I look at it.
And the old adage, less is more, and there you go. So, Diego, thank you for a few minutes of your time. And like I said, we look forward to seeing all this energy, all this great energy you brought to this interview. I can't wait to see it Saturday night in the ring.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Diego.